Alright, I'm changing the transmission fluid on a 2004 Honda Accord V6 6-speed transmission. I found videos on multiple platforms of 5-speed transmissions and automatics. I didn't see any 6-speed videos. This is pretty straightforward. It won't take long. Get to where we can see here. There's a bolt down in there near the battery underneath the air box. You can see it. There we go. All that is the end of a socket wrench. It's a 3/8 square. It's really simple to take out, and we had to use a lot of torque to get that out. It was in there pretty solid. I left mine in there just for now, just to keep gunk from getting in there. And then I've already drained all of the fluid out. Get back out here. Alright, so right on the front of the transmission is the drain plug. It's also a square bit, and it has a crush washer on it too you'll need to take off. It came out really simple compared to the one on the top. And you have the little bolt right there. Study what it looks like so you don't forget. All that is just overflow for the transmission, so you know exactly when you have the right level of fluid in your transmission. And I just left it in for now. And when that's done draining, you're going to want to change the crush washer. I'll show you those in just a second. And you'll put the drain plug back in, the big one there, at 29 pound-feet. 29 pound-feet of torque. And just put that on. You can take that little bolt out at this point. And I'm almost there myself. And you'll take the filler bolt out up here and take the crush washer out. And you're going to want to have a long funnel or something. That way you can reach it. You can kind of see the distance there, how far it is down. It's probably a foot down, maybe a foot and a half. So you're going to need a pretty long funnel, or you'll find one at Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or wherever you go. You'll find something long enough to reach down in there and fill that up. I only recommend Honda manual transmission fluid. If you go to Advance or AutoZone or any place like that, that's what they're going to recommend. They don't have it, and they're going to send you to the dealer. And some people use Synchromesh and other things and GM products, but I just went and got this bottle that the camera won't focus on. Honda Genuine Manual Transmission Fluid. There it goes. And it has additives in it just for your transmission. Now, most transmissions, they all work the same, but they probably have different components inside from different companies because of different patents and avoiding copyright violations and everything. So it's probably got different components, and it just requires different fluid than normal. There's your crush washer. I believe it's a 14 millimeter. Just go to the parts desk at the dealer. They're not very expensive. For 2 replacement crush washers and 3 quarts of transmission fluid, it was $26. And this is in 2016, when everything's supposed to be, skyrocket prices at the dealer. It was pretty darn affordable. And they wanted $80 to replace the fluid themselves, or $26 for me to do it. And it's really not that long of a job, so why not just me do it? So you're going to get the crush washer after you're going to fill the transmission up first. And as soon as, it takes 2.2 quarts. And as soon as it drains out of that little tiny bolt down there, the overflow plug bolt, as soon as it overflows, that's when you stop. And just let it stop overflowing and then put the bolt back in. It's pretty simple. And it goes in at 8.7 pound-feet. The little overflow bolt goes in at 8.7 pound-feet of torque. It doesn't have a crush washer. It just goes in. And then this filler bolt up here, 29 pound-feet, It has a crush washer on it, pretty straightforward. At that point, get in your car and drive wherever you feel like, because your transmission fluid change is finished. I also recommend that your car be absolutely level, because you're going to want to get all of the transmission fluid out, and if your car is at an angle, you're not going to be able to fill the fluid up to a proper level. It may sit at an angle and fill up towards the front, and it won't have enough fluid in it or something. So make sure your car's level, for pity's sake. And I've got jacks under the back and ramps under the front because we're out of jacks. That, my friends, is a transmission fluid change on a 2004 Honda Accord V6 6-speed manual transmission.